Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia Armendariz, and today I'm going to be talking about when is the best time to move to Colorado, especially Colorado Springs. If you have any questions over anything that I mentioned today, please feel free to reach out to me. I am a licensed broker here in the state of Colorado and would love to help you with the real estate needs. And as always, please hit that subscribe button and bell so you can get notified when I make new videos each week on everything that is living in Colorado Springs. So without further ado, let's get into it. People are always asking, they want to know when is the best time to move to Colorado, especially Colorado Springs. Well, the answer is honestly pretty simple in my opinion. Just whatever time works for you and your individual situation, depending on what works with your work schedule, what's going on in your life personally, professionally. A lot of people here think that, I shouldn't even say here, a lot of people just think in general, I'm gonna wait, maybe till spring or summer to move to Colorado Springs, because they think our winters are going to be like Fargo or something like that. And we just don't. We don't have winters like that. We have very mild winters. We have a lot of 4 seasons that happen in one day, as I've mentioned in other videos. We have a lot of temperature swings, but it's still concentrated that one day. We get snow, it melts within a few hours. We get a lot of sun, and then within a few hours more snow. So bottom line, waiting because maybe for seasonal reasons is not really a factor that you should affect your decision of when you should move. Because honestly, Denver is the second hottest market in the US next to San Diego. And pretty close to Denver is Colorado Springs. We are not far behind. We are not as large as Denver, but we are definitely not far behind. We have so much growth happening here, and that contributes to all the military installments that we have here. We have people coming in constantly and going for military reasons. We also have a lot of Denver natives who just cannot keep up with the cost of living that Denver is seeing, and so they are moving down south about 60 miles to Colorado Springs. And so we are just having a lot of growth and city development from all areas. So we just have a hot market. We have hot and we have hotter. So if you're sitting around thinking like, oh, I want to move to Colorado Springs, but maybe I'll wait till the summer, till the spring, or maybe even next year, you're gonna miss out. Because like I said, we have a hot market, and then we have even hotter times in our market. And if you are waiting around because you don't want to move in the winter time, well, guess what? So is everyone else. Everyone else has that opinion. If you're not familiar with Colorado, the majority of people are sitting and waiting. I'm gonna wait till winter's over and then I'll make my move. You're gonna have just as much competition then. You're gonna have somewhat competition in the winter time because like I said, people have individual needs, and we have so much military, people can't help if they need to up and move or come in. So between that and the neighbors up north, all the Denver folk, we do have a constant market going. Sometimes are a little slower than others. We do have this little space kind of mid-August to mid-September that does slow down, and that's kind of because all the kiddos are going back to school, so people who were out looking, they've kind of slowed down, get kids ready and situated for school beginning. And then also we have people who are just wanting to last minute take some vacations and get that vacation time in before school starts also, or just the holidays start rolling in and people are making preparations and plans for Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year. So we do have that little break, but it's not even a break. People are still listing home, people are still buying homes. If you were to ever have an advantage, that would be my suggestion, but still it's not gonna be any better. We just have a hot market and people are constantly coming and going and buying and selling. And if you still are sitting back thinking like, well, I'm gonna wait maybe till next season, maybe till next year to buy, you can if that works for your situation, but I don't recommend it because Colorado is constantly appreciating. The state as a whole is appreciating about 16% every year. So if you're going to sit back and wait, that home that you initially could afford right now, or even in a couple of months after looking, it's gonna probably be on average 10 to 20% more come, 6 months or 12 months later. And not to sound cliche or salesy, like, yeah, buy now. I will help you guys buy tomorrow, and I will help you guys buy in a year. What does work for your situation is what's gonna work for me also, but I do recommend, interest rates are still low, and I know you hear that constantly, but it's true. interest rates are still low and Colorado is appreciating so much. I just want you guys to be able to take advantage of what some homes are going for now and what you can afford, because possibly in 6 months, when you think, oh, it's summertime, now I want to move, that home that you initially could afford at $500,000, it's now $620,000, $650,000, and maybe you can't afford $650,000, and you missed out on all that appreciation that you could have gained in 6 months. So again, like I said, the best time to move to Colorado is definitely what fits your situation. But with that being said, if you want to take advantage of buying now, but maybe you truly cannot come, maybe your situation does rely you to stay where you are, but you want to be smart about this and you do want to take advantage and you want to buy something now, well, I have options for that. I've had several people actually in the past who did virtual showings with me. I got my camera out, I did walkthroughs. They made a whole purchase from out of state, overseas, and then they actually rented that place out, either long-term, short-term, Airbnb, what have you, whatever worked for them, whatever they were comfortable with. They bought the home, they got it at a good price, they got it at the interest rate that they wanted, and then they rented it out while they stayed where they were. And that way, the mortgage was getting paid, possibly they were making a little bit of money, charging rent maybe slightly over their mortgage, maybe not. And the point is not to bank and make thousands on this option. This is the alternative to you getting in now, you getting the home at the interest rate that you want, the price that you want, and then when your situation is right, you come into Colorado Springs and moving in. So that is an option that I know a lot of my clients have done and it's worked out for them. Hopefully that option, I have more options, but hopefully more options maybe come to mind as I discuss this, or maybe, as things that I'm bringing to light actually work with your situation. Feel free to reach out to me. We can discuss this more. We can discuss a plan moving forward that fits your situation, your timeline, your wants and needs. And like I said, honestly, here in Colorado Springs, the best time to move is whatever works for your situation. So if you guys have any questions over anything that I've mentioned today, please feel free to reach out to me. And again, hit that subscribe button and bell to get notified when I make new videos each week on everything that is living in Colorado Springs. So until next time, I hope you guys have a good one.